Namaste to everyone. Today we are going to have a discussion on Sri Annamacharya, a unique king among the saints of the world, which tells us the united devotion, wisdom, equality, music, and divine love. When you study the lives of great saints of India, we find that each saint is remembered for a particular contribution. Some saints are remembered for their devotion, some are remembered for their philosophy, some are remembered for social reform, some are remembered for music, some are remembered for poetry, some are remembered for teaching equality. However, Sri Annamacharya occupies a very special position among the saints of India because he beautifully combined all these qualities in one life. That is why, even after more than 5 centuries, his songs continue to be sung in temples, homes, cultural gatherings, and devotional programs. His message is not limited to one region, one language, one caste, or one generation. It is universal. Today, let us understand why Sri Annamacharya is unique among the saints of the world. Sri Annamacharya was born in Talapaka village in present-day Andhra Pradesh during the 15th century. From childhood, he was attracted to spirituality and devotion. At a young age, he had the divine fortune of visiting Tirumala and receiving the blessings of the Lord Sri Venkateswara. From that moment onward, his entire life became dedicated to the service of the Lord. Tradition tells us that he composed more than 32,000 Sankirtanas in praise of Lord Sri Venkateswara. No other saint in India is known to have composed such a vast number of devotional songs centered on one deity. His composition covers every aspect of human life and spiritual experience. This itself makes him extraordinary, but there is something even greater. His songs combine devotion, wisdom, music, philosophy, social awareness, equality, and divine love. Let us understand each of these qualities in present day discussion. Annamacharya, as a saint of bhakti, that is devotion. The foundation of Annamacharya's life was devotion. Every song he composed was an offering to Lord Venkateswara. For him, God was not a distant being residing somewhere in heaven. God was a loving protector who cared for every devotee. The devotion is the heart of Annamacharya's teaching. Now let us look into the aspect of Annamacharya, the saint of wisdom, that is Jnana. Many people think that Annamacharya is only a devotional singer, but when we study his composition carefully, we discover profound spiritual wisdom. He repeatedly teaches that the human body is temporary, worldly position are temporary, human life is short, only supreme reality is eternal. Many of his songs explain the nature of the soul, karma, spiritual liberation, and the relationship between the individual soul and the God. He teaches philosophy not through difficult language, but through simple examples that ordinary people can able to understand. This is one reason why his songs continue to inspire people even today. Now let us discuss the aspect of Annamacharya, the saint of equality. One of Annamacharya's greatest contribution is his message of equality. During his time, society was divided by many barriers. Yet Annamacharya boldly proclaimed that all human beings are equal before God. His famous composition, Brahma Mokkate, Para Brahma Mokkate. This Kirtana teaches that the same divine reality exists in all beings. According to him, the Lord does not see caste, wealth, status, or social position. The Lord looks only at devotion. Whether one is a king or a poor or laborer, all stands equally before Lord Sri Venkateswara. This message remains important even today. In a world often divided by differences, Annamacharya teaches the unity. Now, let us look into the aspect of Annamacharya, the saint of music. Music was Annamacharya's chosen path to God. He transformed music into worship. For him, music was not entertainment. Music was a prayer. Music was a meditation. Music was a devotion. Every composition was an offering at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Venkateswara. Because Annamacharya, devotional music becomes accessible to ordinary people. His songs continue to sung by classical musicians, temple singers, and common devotees. His contribution to devotional music is so great that he is often regarded as one of the pioneers of Indian devotional music. Through music, he made spirituality joyful and accessible. Another important aspect is Annamacharya's the saint of poetry. Annamacharya was not only a saint and musician, he also one of the greatest poets in Indian history. His poetry is filled with beauty, imagination, symbolism, and spiritual depth. When he describes Lord Sri Venkateswara, devotees feel as if they are standing before the Lord. When he describes Almelu Mangamma, devotees experience divine grace and motherly compassion. When he describes Tirumala, devotees feel as though they are walking upon the sacred hills. His poetry transforms spiritual ideas into living experience. That is why his composition continue to touch people's hearts. Another important aspect is Annamacharya, the saint of social awareness. He did not ignore the problems of society. He observed human behavior carefully. He spoke against arrogance, greed, hypocrisy, and pride. He reminded people that external appearance do not determine spiritual greatness. True greatness comes from humility, character, and devotion. Many of his songs encourage people to lead ethical lives and cultural good values. His message was not merely religious, it was also moral and social. He wanted people to become better human beings. The most beautiful aspect of Annamacharya's devotion is divine love. Many of his compositions celebrate the sacred relationship between Lord Sri Venkateswara and Goddess Almelu Mangamma. Through the songs, he experiences profound spiritual truths in the language of love. For Annamacharya, divine love is not ordinary emotion. He teaches that when the heart is filled with pure love for the Lord, spiritual realization naturally follows. His songs reveal that God is not merely a ruler of judge. God is also loving, compassionate, and approachable. This message attracts devotees even today. One of the central teachings of Annamacharya is surrender. He repeatedly teaches that human beings cannot overcome every challenge through their own efforts alone. Divine grace is essential. Therefore, he encourages devotees to surrender at the feet of Lord Venkateswara. Surrender does not mean weakness, it must trust. It means placing one's life in the hands of God. It means accepting divine guidance. According to Annamacharya, when a devotee sincerely surrenders to God, fear disappears, peace enters the heart. This teaching was confirmed millions of devotees for generations. Now let us look into the aspect of why Annamacharya is unique. When we compare Annamacharya with the other great saints, we notice something extraordinary. Some saints emphasized devotion, some emphasized philosophy, some emphasized social reform, some emphasized music, some emphasized poetry, but Annamacharya embraced all these dimensions simultaneously. Annamacharya was a devotee, a philosopher, a poet, a musician, a social thinker, a spiritual teacher, a champion of equality, a message of divine love. These are the combinations which makes Annamacharya a unique saint among all the saints in the world. His teachings appeal to scholarly and common people alike. His songs inspire both musicians and spiritual seekers. His message reaches both the educated and the uneducated. Let us briefly look into the aspect of the relevance of Annamacharya today. More than 500 years have passed since Annamacharya lived. Yet his message remains fresh and relevant. Modern society faces many challenges. Those are stress, anxiety, social divisions, materialism, loss of values, lack of inner peace. Annamacharya offers solutions to all these problems. He teaches us to remember God. He teaches us humility. He teaches us equality. He teaches us ethical living. He teaches devotion. He teaches love. He teaches surrender. Most importantly, he teaches us that God is always near. His message is timeless because it addresses the deepest needs of the human heart. Dear friends, before concluding, let us summarize the discussion which you have discussed so far. Sri Annamacharya is not merely a poet, musician, or a saint. He is a complete spiritual teacher. His life beautifully combines bhakti, that is devotion, jnana, that is wisdom, equality, music, poetry, social awareness, divine love, and surrender to God. This is why his message continues to inspire generations after generation. This is why his songs continue to be sung in temples and homes even today. That is why devotees continue to find comfort, guidance, and inspiration in his teaching. If we learn even a few lessons from Annamacharya's life, our life will become more peaceful, more meaningful, and more devoted. Let us therefore remember his timeless message. The Lord of Tirumala belongs to everyone. His grace is available to everyone. Approach him with devotion, humility, love, and surrender, and he will guide you through every stage of life. May Lord Sri Venkateswara and Goddess Alimelu Mangamma bless us all with devotion, wisdom, humility, and divine grace. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Hope you have enjoyed this piece of discussion on Annamacharyas. If you like, please forward it to your friends, relatives, students, scholars, and gurus. Please subscribe this channel to know more about Hindu culture and civilization. Hope we will meet you in another discussion. Thank you for viewing this channel.
క్షీరాబ్ధి కన్యకకు శ్రీ మహాలక్ష్మికి నీరజాలయమునకు నీరాజనం 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 క్షీరాబ్ధి కన్యకకు శ్రీ మహాలక్ష్మికి నీరజాలయం